two students, one exam tomorrow. The first guy, he studies for a few hours, but spends the rest of his night glued to his phone, scrolling aimlessly. The second, he sits at his desk doing nothing, just messing with a pen, staring at a wall, and only studied 30 minutes. Who got the higher mark? Both score a solid 90, but how did the second guy, who studied way less, match the performance of someone who put in hours of work? The secret lies in the power of boredom. By the end of this video, I'll show you how to study smarter and not harder. So ask yourself this: do you really want to grind for 3 hours if you can get the same result from just 30 minutes? If not, stick around and I'll show you the 4 reasons on why boredom gave the second guy the edge and how you can unlock it too. Boredom helps you identify what really matters. We often think we're being productive when we fill notebooks with endless notes, but that's just busy work. Studying isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things. When you give yourself space to do nothing, your mind begins to organize information naturally. You start asking yourself, what do I really know? What should I focus on? Where am I struggling? This kind of clarity comes from boredom. Without it, you risk wasting hours on things you already understand just because you never paused to think. 2. Boredom resets your brain and clears mental fog. Ever feel like no matter how hard you try, your brain just won't cooperate? That's brain fog, when your mind feels cluttered and your focus is gone. Boredom acts like a reset button. When you allow your brain to idle, it clears out mental junk. It's like when you reboot a computer. It runs smoother afterward. That's why the second student avoided silly mistakes. His mind was sharper because he let it rest, so when he finally did study, his focus was 100%. Here's the thing about memory. Studying less helps you remember more. Here's the thing about memory. Studying too much can actually hurt your retention. When you cram, your brain gets overloaded and it struggles to store anything long term. But when you study less and give your brain time to breathe, it focuses on what you've learned more effectively. Short, focused sessions, like the second student's 30 minutes, stick better in your brain because your brain has more time to consolidate its learning. It's not just about how much you study, it's about how much your brain can absorb. Boredom is a tool geniuses have used for centuries. Some of the greatest minds, Einstein, Newton, and others, embraced boredom. They knew that creativity and insight often come when the mind is at rest. But here's the problem. Boredom is dying today. We fill every spare moment with phones, streaming, or social media. Those idle moments where deep thinking used to happen, gone. When we never let ourselves get bored, we miss out on the mental clarity that helped geniuses come up with world-changing ideas. So here's the truth. If you want to study smarter, not harder, you need to embrace boredom. Next time you sit down to study, don't immediately dive into your notes. Give yourselves a few minutes to think. Ask, what's important? What do I need to focus on? And don't feel guilty about taking breaks. Let your mind wander. Put away your phone and just sit in silence. You can grind for hours or study for minutes and get the same result. The choice is yours. The only difference, the smarter student uses boredom as a tool. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on how to study smarter, not harder. And remember, be careful with your time. Use it wisely.